Delanian is standing by. And Ken, I want to pick up on the conversation that we were having a few moments ago. The guns that were used in the shooting here on Sunday night. What more do we know about those guns?
Well, Craig, we don't know the answer to the biggest question, which is, did Stephen Paddock use an illegal machine gun, an automatic weapon, which has been banned for civilian use in this country since 1986? Or did he modify a legal weapon, a semi-automatic weapon, so that it fired in that rapid-fire fashion that we all heard on those horrific tapes and videos? We do know that he purchased a modification known as a bump stock. And that's a legal device that you can put, the stock is the thing that rests on your shoulder. You can put it on, retrofit a semi-automatic weapon, and it uses the gun's energy to rapidly depress the trigger, much faster than a human finger could do it. So it basically mimics a machine gun. Those things are legal, and they go for less than $200 online or in sporting goods stores. You're now hearing calls in Washington to ban these things. Senator Dianne Feinstein of California issued a statement in the last few hours saying this is the least we can do in response to this tragedy. But these things are marketed to sportsmen as safe, legal, and fun, in the words of one website I saw. And so, this is just going to be another episode in the culture wars over guns, what we do about, this particular modification that seems to turn a semi-automatic weapon into an automatic weapon, Craig.
Hey, Ken, while I have you, I want to go back to something that Pete was talking about at the top of the broadcast here as it relates to what might be, what could be, and again, we want to caution that it's still very early in the investigation, but in terms of looking at a possible motive, the fact that investigators are now looking into the shooter's finances, these 16 transactions over the past few weeks, either $10,000, at least $10,000 either in or out. Do we know whether he was winning big or losing big?
We don't, Craig, and what's interesting about this is, according to his relatives, he has been a high-rolling gambler for some time. So this could be just part of his normal pattern. His brother talked about him being in high-stakes poker games and once winning $250,000. And so we don't know. I mean, it's very possible, though, that he lost big in recent days, or that he knew he was planning this act and he threw caution to the wind and started gambling more than usual. These are all questions we just don't understand the answer to. We've also reported that he wired $100,000 to the Philippines, which appears to be where his girlfriend was headed on vacation. We don't know whether there's any significance to that or whether that was just a normal course of his financial transactions, Craig.
All right, Ken Delanian.